Welcome inside the Bank United Center in beautiful Miami, Florida for another great night of mixed martial arts action. It's House of Fame, Nations Collide. Hey everybody, I'm Jay Adams alongside Hawk Younkins, and Hawk, we're billing this one as Nations Collide. A lot of Cuban Americans on the card tonight looking to prove themselves inside the cage.
That's right, Jay. Glad to be working with you again, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. Nations Collide, Miami, Florida. The only thing hotter than the weather outside is going to be the action inside the cage.
Let's talk about the main event. This is going to be an amazing fight as well. Danny Chavez stepping in against Anderson Hutchinson. Both of these guys with outstanding records. The main event is going to be fireworks.
Now, I got to tell you, both fighters, so well-rounded, incredible ground game, great jiu-jitsu, wonderful stand-up. Even though Hutchinson, who really brought it last time in the cage at New Dawn, I know he's brought a great Jacksonville crowd with him, though you really got to give it up to the hometown kid, Chavez, Miami's favorite. I'm predicting judge's decision tonight for Chavez. I think Miami's going to get what they wanted. The hometown hero is going to win tonight.
It's great to see this Miami love. Thanks to everybody for showing up here tonight at the Bank United Center. Let's get this started. There's no better way to do that than to throw it up cage side. Our cage side announcer for the night tonight. Get it started, Mr. Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, this first bout of the night takes place in the featherweight division and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 0 wins and 1 loss. He stands in at 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighed in at 145.4 pounds. Tonight, he represents extreme level MMA and fighting out of Miami, Florida. Please welcome Dennis Alzaguirre. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a practitioner of Muay Thai. He brings into the cage a record of 1 win and 3 losses. He stands in at 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 144.8 ready pounds. Representing American Top Team out of Coconut Creek, Florida. And tonight, he's fighting from Boynton Beach, Florida. Please welcome Angel El Jefe Cochado. And when the action starts inside the cage, our referee, James Waring.
Hey guys. Okay guys, it's 3 rounds, 5 minutes a round, okay? Remember the rules what we said. All times, you understand? Touch gloves, step out. Thank you.
Alrighty, ready to get this fight started. Here we go. It is Angel Cochado versus Dennis Alzaguirre. Alzaguirre's using the Street Fighter. He's in the black board shorts with the beard, and Angel Cochado in the black American Top Team trunks. A good height advantage already you can see for Angel. He's 5'9" versus Alzaguirre's 5'5". So as you're saying, keep some distance, get that left jab going.
Yeah, absolutely. Angel wants to keep the distance on this right now. He doesn't want to turn it into a slugfest. Angel got the underhooks right here. Angel needs to get his back off the cage.
Angel Cochado, good test for him with Alzaguirre. Alzaguirre is a tough street fighter, loves to brawl. Wouldn't give us his record. Probably has more street fights than fights inside the cage. And these are the kind of tests your coach and your trainer want to put you in there against a guy who's going to just bring a storm.
Yeah, absolutely. Angel, like I said, is a technician, so you're going to see Angel probably excel a little bit more in the later rounds if it makes it there. But Angel's doing a good job tying him up, looking for underhooks right now. They're battling back and forth in the cage and looking for underhooks. Both guys right now are digging for the underhooks. This is just basic wrestling. Dennis with the takedown, Angel on his back.
Dennis looking to get that mount, and it looks like he did pass. Oh, he got the right leg pass.
Yeah, Angel's going for a nice stand-up, nice technical stand-up for Angel. Angel's looking to take his back right here. If Angel can get him down, he's going to look to pass to half guard right here and maybe put a little bit of punches on him.
Alzagueri has that guard closed up. He's strong. He carries a lot of his weight below his waist. So he's got strong legs. It's gonna be hard to posture up with a strong guy like that, especially early on in the fight. He still has all his energy.
Yeah, what Angel needs to do right now is pull that hand off the top of his head, posture up, and start raining down elbows and punches. That would be the best plan for him. But Dennis is doing a good job holding him down right now, and you know, keeping safe from the punches. Angel just passed nice to half guard right there.
Good job there by Alzagueri to get that guard composed, closed it up. Oh, now him looking for the triangle. Now going. Oh.
Angel looking to pass nice. Angel gets to half guard, and he rains down some punches. Like I said, Angel's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, so as the round goes on, you're going to see Angel's jiu-jitsu excel probably in this fight. It's definitely a specialty. Right here, he's actually looking for a head and arm choke, so Dennis has to be careful of this right here. This is one of Matt Welch's specialty moves that he teaches. And looks like he got
there it is. Whoa, early on.
Shadow, unbelievable.
Put him to sleep.
That's his purple belt.
Yep. Once he went to the side, got that arm and head choke, closed it up.
And what a great win for Angel Cochado.
Your winner at 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the very first round, submission by an arm triangle. Give it up for Angel El Jefe Cochado. Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout takes place in the middleweight division and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a freestyle fighter, and tonight he's making his professional MMA debut. Standing at 6 feet tall and representing Freestyle Fighting Academy from Miami, FLA, Devin Genchatin Genchi. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a mixed martial artist with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Standing in at 6 feet 1 inch tall, he weighed in 184.8 pounds. Representing Team SWAT and American Top Team Orlando. Fighting tonight from Orlando, Florida. Give it up and welcome Chopper Reed. And when the action starts inside the cage, your referee, Jorge Alonso.
Fighters, you will give me the instructions earlier, okay? Let me remind you, obey my instructions at all times, protect yourself at all times, okay? Hook them up if you want. Okay, back.
Alrighty, so it is Robert Reed versus Devin Genchi. Devin Genchi in the black trunks with brown trim. Reed with the white Valley Tudo trunks. Bringing out old school. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. I am now joined by Hawk Younkins. This fight is in the middleweight division, Hawk, 185.
These guys are not wasting any time, not even feeling each other out. They're going right for it.
Oh man, that was almost a very dangerous dump.
Oh, Reed better be careful. He may get put himself
Genchi's
right there.
tightening it up. Genchi's very strong. What's the defense here for Reed?
If you're Reed, you need to position yourself and start moving your body up and trying to get Genchi up against the cage for leverage. Don't let him pull you down to the ground, otherwise it's only going to tighten that choke.
Devin Genchi trying to get that leg up, trying to put more pressure. Right now, referee Jorge Alonso is telling him to keep his hands off the cage, and it looks like he's keeping the toes out of the cage. He's allowing the foot on the cage. As soon as the toe goes through, Alonso takes it out. Right now, it doesn't look like it's totally under the chin. Reed, though, is in some trouble. He's got to pop that head out.
Now, if I'm Reed, I need to, try to get your legs to the left side of Genchi's body, to get all of that pressure off the neck. Because the one thing, he probably won't be able to finish the choke from here, but he's going to exert a lot of energy.
That's tight. Oh, it's looking pretty nasty. Sorry to interrupt you, bro. I looked how tight it was, and it looks like Reed, the veins in his forehead.
He's fighting.
He's out.
He's out.
And now Genchi's in a lot of trouble because he's half mounted and probably those arms are gassed. That's the danger of going for that choke without having it set up.
Reed has taken his back. Now, if I'm Reed, you need to get your legs inside and start extending the leg up, exactly, just like that. Positioning him now.
Stretching him
Genchi is
out.
in a lot. Oh, he is in a lot of trouble.
Lot of trouble. What's the defense for Genchi?
Well, if I'm Genchi, I mean, when you're in this position, there are not a lot of choices, but you want to try to push up.
Got him.
That's out.
Holy smokes. Wow. The battle of chokes. Robert Reed was in trouble. That was a deep choke, and he was finally able to reverse, and he got the choke. Walk us through the action.
Well, both fighters coming out, wasting no time to feel each other out, going right for it. Obviously, we saw Genchi go for the slam. Not what you would want, in any fight. You want to spend a good 20, 30 seconds feeling your opponent out. But obviously, especially in your pro debut, live crowd, big arena,
Referee Jorge Alonso stops the bout at 157 of the very first round for your winner by a submission due to a rear naked choke. Give it up from the red corner for Chopper Reed.
Inside the cage right now, Jose, the Colombian necktie Cortez, is going to be stepping into the cage and fighting, I think, a really competitive fight here at 155. And as far as Cortez is concerned, he's fighting out of Cali, Colombia, and he's got so many fans here tonight. He really wants to win this badly. Alrighty, this fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Preston Parsons in the black trunks with yellow trim, and Jose Cortez in the blue fighter energy trunks. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Referee James Waring making sure that the cage is locked down. Here we go.
Now, I have to, Parsons going right for the cage. Now, those at home, remember the first House of Fame, Parsons was on that card, A New Dawn, back in September 2014. He won with a very sick armbar submission. Let me tell you, and I realized I'm being a little biased here, that I've worked with him, I've trained with this guy. He is a prodigy, only 19 years old. I mean, if you were to look at all his accolades, he has more accolades than most 40-year-olds do who have been competing for 20 years. This kid has a very, very, very bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, you could see it, Hawk. At the very beginning of the fight, he stuck the left hand out, the jab, as a distraction. Immediately went to his wrestling. He's got sick wrestling. He got Jose down quite easily. Now moving over into side control, letting the elbows go.
A lot of fighters, you could kind of compare them maybe to like quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, you can train them, you can teach them, you can show them all the X's and O's, but they're obviously that very special brand that they see the fight. They are just like a quarterback will see the field, he'll see his wide receivers. Some fighters truly just see the fight. You almost don't have to coach them. Preston is one of those special prodigies.
And Hawk, already a big mouse developing under the left eye of Jose. That was that big right nasty elbow that Parsons was, oh, there it goes
raining
again.
Down the
I'll
elbows.
tell you, he's dominant from this position. He's got half mount here, and Jose trying to compose the guard. He needs to compose the guard. He needs to pull Parsons down. He cannot be posturing up like this. He is damaging Jose.
Parsons, obviously, they've kind of moved to a half guard position. Obviously, he's trying to get that mount. He almost has that full mount.
Looking for that arm and head choke. Maintaining top position. Good job by Jose to get back to his feet. Great work there by Jose, but he took some damage.
Slip on Parsons. Doesn't look like he took too much damage. That was more of a slip than a knockdown, but still. He's a little bit lucky that Jose wasn't able to take advantage of that.
Well, again, the wrestling, Hawk. He was able to shoot the single from that position. Not too many people think of that. To shoot the single, to turn a horrible situation into offense like that.
Again, like I said earlier, he sees the field, he sees the cage. He's a special, he's definitely a special fighter that sees the fight. You almost don't even need to coach him.
Almost getting down low now, shooting the single. He's going to try to lift. He wants to get some air.
Now he wants to make sure that he doesn't exhaust himself, you know, trying to go, you know, for this dump here. Obviously, you know, you can see that both fighters are starting to wear down already a little bit with all the amount of damage they've taken already in these 3.5 minutes.
There's an amazing expenditure of energy by both of these lightweights, and you know, it shows you have to be in elite condition to compete in this sport. You're going against a guy who's trying to take your head off. He's trying to make you go to sleep. You cannot let your guard down at all for that 5 minutes.
You know, when you think about it, sitting in traffic, whatnot, 5 minutes or perhaps 15 minutes, doesn't seem like that long. Let me tell you, from somebody who's been in the cage many, many times, it feels like a lifetime when another human being is trying to take your head off.
Oh, right now, Jose going for the choke. He's trying to double it up.
He needs to lift his head and make sure that Jose does not take him to the ground. He needs to do everything he can.
He almost suplexed him. What's the defense right here for Parsons on this choke?
He needs to make sure he gets his legs up in the air, try to get some leverage.
All right, Jose gave up on it, Hawk. So now it's more ground and pound for Parsons. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, you know, it seems that Parsons is, even though he is trying to advance his position, pretty much both fighters are, I call this a little bit of a recovery period for them. You can see they're just a bit gassed.
Oh, full mount, left hand, right.
This could be
left,
the fight.
left. Oh, and now he softens him up. Going for the choke, he may have time. Looking to tighten it up.
If you're Cortez, you've got to get those legs back.
He's done, he finished him. Preston Parsons with the rear naked choke. What a beautiful win for Preston's, the prodigy, Parsons.
Pretty much the only 155-pounder that I know that's actually able to give me trouble. And I probably have 50, 60 pounds on him anytime when we wrestle, and he still gives me trouble.
Wow.
That should give you an idea of his skill set.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee James Ware stops this bout at 4 minutes and 26 seconds of the very first round. For your winner by submission, due to a rear naked choke, Preston Parsons.
All right, welcome back everybody into the Bank United Center in Miami, Florida. It is time for our next fight. I am joined by Charles Rosa. You are getting a good look right now at Jaime Cubita Rodriguez. Jaime, originally from Cuba, came here when he was just 16 years old, working as a roofer after Hurricane Andrew, and a very difficult story for him. His home of many years burned to the ground, and he had to start all from scratch because he had no insurance on his home. So as you know, Charles Rosa, so many fighters have so many challenges to overcome, but Cubita's were exceptionally difficult.
Yeah, that's one of the things I think that makes a great fighter is going through, you know, persevering, going through these type of things. So, I mean, you can bet he's going to go in there, he's going to give it his all.
Oh, this could be a good one. This could be good. This was a catch weight at 130. You know, this is one of those quality fighters at 130 here in the cage. Rodriguez in the red trunks, De Jesus in the white trunks. Here we go.
Yeah, absolutely. American top team versus MMA Masters right here. These are two of their good guys going against each other. You're going to see who comes out on top.
A long-time rivalry here in South Florida. Rodriguez representing MMA Masters. De Jesus, American top team.
If you notice Gleason, man, this is one of the fastest kids in the gym. One of the fastest guys I've ever seen. Hands, he has cat-like reflexes, and as you see right there, just landed a nice 1-2 combination. Kid's fast, man, and you're going to see it pick up in the fight. Good footwork. Cubita's going to probably get a little bit tired from this as the fight continues if it goes past.
And speaking of footwork, look at the calves and the quads on De Jesus. That is insane.
Yeah, the kid's a beast, man. He's also a gymnast, a capoeira expert. You know, sometimes I see him after training doing you know, backflips. He's really agile, really skilled. He's a gymnast.
Cubita has a great leg game, so we'll watch for the inside and outside leg kicks. Gonna try to wear down De Jesus. Cubita's smart, good head movement. He's gonna need that for this fight. Cubita's giving away size too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Gleason's a big. Gleason went down to try to cut to 25, but he's really big. If you look at his legs, you can see he just landed a nice body kick there. I mean, those are gonna hurt absolutely.
Inside leg kick from Cubita. You see a little bit of thought of capoeira there from De Jesus.
Oh, nice check. You know
yeah,
that's
a nasty check. I guarantee Cubita's left foot, the top of his foot hurts right now.
He's gonna be feeling that tomorrow.
Oh, right now he probably has so much adrenaline.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, right. Dude, you weren't kidding about the fast hands.
Kid's like a cat. He's fast, man. I mean, I have the privilege of sparring with the kid, and he's definitely he's tough to catch.
Well, if anyone can catch him, it's Cubita, Jaime Rodriguez. Now let me ask you a question. Oh my goodness! Knocking out! Holy smokes! De Jesus knocked out by Jaime Cubita Rodriguez. Turned off the light switch. Oh my goodness! Here in Miami. You are watching House of Fame action, Nations Collide on the United Fight Alliance Network. Jaime Cubita Rodriguez has just knocked out Gleason De Jesus cold in MMA Masters, again with the dominance. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want you to make some noise for both of these gentlemen inside this cage. The sportsmanship amongst MMA fighters is the best in the world, and you see it right here. And now, your winner at 2 minutes and 4 seconds of round number 1 by knockout, Jaime Cubita Rodriguez.
Welcome back to the Bank United Center in beautiful Miami, Florida, everybody. House of Fame, Nations Collide on the United Fight Alliance Network. I'm Jay Adams alongside Hawk Yomkins. Here it is, Hawk, our main event. This is what we've been waiting all night for. Insanely high-level fight coming our way at 145, the featherweight division. Anderson Hutchinson stepping into the cage to face Danny Chavez. It's Superman versus the Colombian Warrior.
You know what? Also, gonna add on to that, North Florida versus South Florida.
If you are ready, then I want you to make some noise, because this is it! 3 rounds in the House of Fame featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a kickboxer. Tonight, he brings into the cage a record of 5 wins and 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed in 143.6 pounds, representing MMA Masters from Miami, Florida. Give it up for Danny, the Colombian Warrior, Chavez. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist with a perfect record of 4 wins and no defeats. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed in 144.6 pounds, representing Pete White Boxing and Hagler Boxing Club from Daytona Beach, Florida. Please welcome Anderson Superman Hutchinson. Fighters to the center of the cage.
I give you instructions earlier, okay? Let me remind you to protect yourself at all times and obey my commands. Any questions here? Any questions here?
No love lost between these two.
Oh, here it is. Here it is at 145 featherweight. The 2 studs of Florida squaring off. Danny, the Colombian Warrior Chavez. Anderson Superman Hutchinson. Here we go. Do not blink. Quality in here in the cage at 145.
Whoa.
There we go. First
First volley by Chavez.
Both fighters squaring off. A lot of head movement, trying to feel each other out because they realize how dangerous each other are. This is showing a lot of respect to each other.
Ton of respect. These guys know how deadly the other one is. 2 great kicks from Chavez.
Interesting stance by Hutchinson,
Hutchinson kind of coming in low with his hands up, playing a little gamesmanship, but he's quick. Believe me, those hands will come up if they have to.
And he has a heck of a jaw, so I do believe he can eat a couple jabs, no worries. He'll have to watch out for that right hook, but he does not mind eating a couple jabs, in order to intimidate his opponent, play a few of those mind games.
He's very relaxed. He's out of distance. He's more. Chavez is more tensely wound right now. You see, he's more coiled. Hutchinson is more the counter fighter right now.
And not only that, and it being on its physical strategy, but from a mental standpoint, he is conserving a lot of energy. And believe me, that's not saying a whole lot because both fighters are expelling a lot of energy and nerves right now.
Look at the back of the left calf of Hutchinson. It's already becoming very red from those 2 kicks. When he turns, you'll be able to see the red welt starting to develop from that leg kick. Oh, just missing the right was Hutchinson. Just glancing off the right cheekbone.
Obviously, it seems you can see Hutchinson is definitely trying to slowly press the action. Being the reactive fighter, he's going to try to obviously get Chavez up against the cage, and you're going to see a flurry of action when that happens.
Oh, when Hutchinson lets his hands go, it is like lightning. But Chavez is looking just as fast. Engaging at the center of the cage. Both these fighters capable of ending the fight with 1 punch. They both possess power in both hands to that degree.
Jay, I make a prediction. There will be no lay and pray tonight.
No lay and pray out of these 45ers. Anderson Hutchinson, the owner of the 145 Breakthrough MMA Championship belt in the amateur division. Number 3 in the nation and number 1 in Florida as an amateur. Oh, ducking out, smartly spinning out to his left is Danny Chavez. Anderson Hutchinson holds belts in, the left hand hitting the chest of Chavez.
Also for Hutchinson, he also has a couple boxing matches. He's 2-0 as a boxer and 1-0 as a Muay Thai. So he has a lot of stand-up experience, and this is why he looks so comfortable right now in the cage.
Hutchinson very relaxed on his feet as a boxer, Muay Thai specialist, and of course an MMA practitioner. And you can see him in the southpaw stance, starting to give Chavez fits with that right jab. Very tough to fight the southpaw. But Chavez has great head movement. When he comes in, when he starts to step into the pocket, he has great head movement. He gets in and out. That's one of his other skills. You watch how quickly he gets into the pocket, how quickly he gets out.
Ooh,
it's the footwork.
He is obviously, I agree. He is extremely quick on his feet. It mimics his head movement. And that's why he is such a dangerous opponent.
Oh, there's that kick again. That outside leg kick. Oh, you saw him switch stance. He went from conventional to southpaw. He did not like that leg kick. There's that welt on his left calf.
Ooh, it's pretty nasty. And I gotta say, Chavez knows what he's doing. He's gonna take, he's gonna look at that and see if he's switching, and he's gonna keep trying to attack that leg. And if he can't get to it, he'll definitely get to the other leg.
Chavez with a lot of feints. Hutchinson has started checking even the fake. Now look at the welt on the left thigh of Chavez. These guys are starting to damage each other. They both kick so hard that just on 1 or 2 kicks, they already are developing welts. Those are powerful kicks. People don't realize how much those pop.
You know what? And I gotta say, it's the ones that don't pop, those are the ones that really hurt, because that isn't the skin on skin, that's bone on muscle.
Down to the bone. Both of these fighters know how to turn their hips into the kick. See how he turned his hip into that kick? They whip the kick around.
A lot of things, just like with a nice right hook, the kicks, it's kind of like a golf or baseball swing, really throwing all the power from your core.
Round 1 in the record books. Tough one to score, frankly. All right, round 2.
Hawk J just doesn't sound as good.
No, Jayhawks is the way to
Jayhawk
go.
works. Jayhawk
works. Here we go, round number 2.
Yep.
On our unofficial scorecard, we narrowly gave that round to Chavez based on more damage to the body. Although, look at the left thigh.
It definitely
of
is
Chavez.
swelling up.
You can make an argument for either fighter winning that round.
You know, if I'm Hutchinson, I'm going to try to attack that leg.
Oh!
Ooh, better be careful.
That was very close.
Work that leg.
Yeah, I love how Chavez turns his hips. Even on his feints, he's so fast. All right, Chavez gets out of there. He's quick on his bike. This is North Florida versus South Florida, the rivalry. Jacksonville versus Miami.
Both fighters still showing a lot of respect to each other, still trying to feel each other out. You know, definitely contrast to all the other earlier fights tonight when all the fighters have just come out and blitz each other. These guys are they're just looking for that one opening.
At this level, if anyone blitzed, they could lose the fight.
Yep.
That you cannot at this. Oh, he's got his back now. Chavez with Hutchinson's back. Oh, beautiful escape. Beautiful twist.
This could have been just what Hutchinson needed. Trying to go for the double leg.
Looking to get low. He wants to get below Chavez's fulcrum. He wants to get below the weight. He's trying to see how he's trying to duck down, get low, because then he has just leg weight to lift.
You know, and if I was honestly, if I was Hutchinson, I would just try to go for a single leg on Chavez's better leg. Make him stand on the leg that's sore and hurt.
Oh, beautiful. The teeth to the chest, a la Anderson Silva, Vitor Belfort. Oh, nice right hand from Chavez. Oh, left hand might have rocked Chavez right on the jaw.
Oh, Chavez actually seems to be moving a little slower after taking that shot.
That left hand hit him right on the jaw. Hutchinson wading in now. Wading in, starting to stalk Chavez.
Buying his time, waiting
he's
for
pressing
that opening.
Chavez up against the cage, and he's starting to walk him down a little bit. Chavez is fighting backwards now. No one likes to fight backwards. Oh,
both fighters. Oh, beautiful leg kick. He's still attacking that leg.
outside leg kick.
Chavez. And his mouthpiece came out.
Yep, he's shooting the single.
Both underhooks. This is beautiful.
Chavez with double underhooks, but now
if he can dump him here,
got him. Good way to finish the round. If he can stay on top. Of course, the nice butterfly guard there from Chavez.
Oh. Yeah, if Hutchinson can continue to do some damage here, not only will he start to wear down his opponent, but I believe at this point, he'll give him the round in the eyes of the judges.
It's a great way to finish the round. Sometimes I think some judges have a 1 minute attention span. So if you can finish the round really strong in the last minute of the round, they'll give it to you.
You know, we'd like to think that all judging is fair and equal, but they're humans. Human emotions, human thoughts, human ideas. Oh, throwing those shots. Chavez eating a lot of shots now.
Oh, standing trading. Standing and trading. Hutchinson looking to be the stronger of the two. Beautiful uppercut. Beautiful uppercut. Chavez isn't afraid to trade. Oh, man. Any one of these fighters can get knocked out when they're in the pocket. Here we go. Oh, left hand just ducked.
This is truly, Jay, a clash of the Titans. The 145-pound Titans.
Hutchinson dumps Chavez again, though. This is a good round for Hutchinson.
It's hard to tell, but Chavez looks a little bit stunned on there on the ground. 10 seconds left in the round. Hutchinson, this is the last chance to do some damage.
Trying to get that left leg free for the mount, and he does. Full mount for Hutchinson, and the round ends. Oh, 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 oh.
Saved by the bell.
Oh, man. If you just tuned in, you are watching Nations Collide on the United Fight Alliance Network. I'm Jay Adams alongside Hawk Younkins. I also want to thank Charles Rosa for sitting in earlier with us, our director, Jared Ganem. And it's been a great night of fights. Paris, Citos, our promoter here at House of Fame, and the whole team, Tiffany, Christina, everybody, Jim. Great team here at House of Fame. These guys do an awesome job. Here we go, round number 3.
You know, I gotta give a shout out right here to just Emmett Wakefield, our official photographer.
Absolutely. Man, there's 500 people I want to thank.
To the whole staff at United Fight Alliance and House of Fame. We could not have tonight's action without you.
So it's round number 3 on Hawk and mine's unofficial scorecard. It is a 1-round fight. Anyone's fight to win or lose here.
Now you can see both fighters are trying to be a little bit more conservative because they know, oh, Hutchinson stalking again.
But keep in mind the refs will watch. Hutchinson is stalking. So who is the forward-moving fighter? Who is pressing the pace? Who's pressing the action?
Yep, gotta say, you know, he's taking the fight to Chavez, especially right here in front of the judges. So trying to go for that single leg. And you gotta wonder how comfortable Chavez is on that left leg. It's gotta be hurting at this point. Both fighters' legs have to be hurting at this point.
You can hear the crowd calling for the warrior, the Colombian warrior. They are trying to inspire Danny Chavez. Dig down. The crowd from Colombia trying to breathe life into their warrior.
Hutchinson once again trying to go for that, single leg. But Chavez, great takedown defense. You know, it's such an evenly contested fight. I mean, honestly, I see it's just going to come down to who leaves the door open just a little bit.
Yeah, it's amazing with what these guys have done to each other. They're still fighting with this much energy because all of the way they've been neutralizing each other with the power, that just drains you. You feel like you're in quicksand when you're fighting someone who's this closely matched with you, and yet they still have energy to go. You could see Chavez dancing on his toes, trying to get some energy into his hands, shooting the single. Great sprawl there by Hutchinson.
You got to wonder how much energy that just exerted right there out of Chavez. This could be just a break that Hutchinson need to break this thing wide open.
One of these guys has got to let their hands go.
Oh, nice
Chavez,
knee to the
that was
body.
a nice knee. Beautiful knee.
Oh!
Big opportunity for Chavez.
But great reverse on Hutchinson. Great way to recover.
Chavez was on it, but Hutchinson was so fast back to his feet. Chavez could not cinch it. They're both so slippery that Hutchinson cannot. Hutchinson will look for the power double there, and because he was so slippery, he just couldn't lift Chavez up.
People don't realize at home, I mean, you're sweating bullets at this point. It's like playing with Jell-O, you know? Friction is not your friend at this point.
Oh, I thought he rocked him. Double. The single now.
Might have caught him, but offside Chavez. Talk about committing to the takedown.
And Hutchinson back on his feet really fast. But we'll see how those judges score the takedowns.
Hutchinson has got to keep pressing the action and do some damage in the eyes of the judges.
Good elbows there from Chavez. Rabbit punches to the head of Hutchinson. Spinning back to the cage is Chavez. 30 seconds to go in the fight. Tough one to score. Just on offense, I got to give this one to Hutchinson so far. He's pressed the action.
I agree. It seems like Chavez's best opportunity just came from Hutchinson slipping back there. So,
oh, he wanted that knee.
That could have been.
He wanted that knee. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, man. Grueling. Oh, left hand there from Hutchinson.
Finish strong, 5 seconds.
Here we go, and the fight is over. Very competitive fight.
As I told you, it would go to a judge's decision.
Judge.
Nostradamus speaks again.
I got it 29-28 Hutchinson.
I have to agree with you.
Very, very close fight.
But you know what? As they say, never leave it in the hands of the judges, so it'd be really interesting to see the way they scored it. Did they score it fairly and evenly throughout the whole fight, or just what they saw at the end?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Unbiased personal opinion.
Should I read the decision or should we go 2 more rounds?
A squeaker.
That was a great fight. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of incredible action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Gene Warren scores it 29-28, Chavez. Judge Richard Bertram scores it 29-28, Hutchinson.
Split decision coming up.
And Judge Hector Gomez scores it 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Danny Chavez!
Well, there you have it, folks. The hometown hero is your winner. Obviously, you can tell that the home crowd seems to be just a tad joyous. You know, though, and I have to give mad props to Chavez. He fought a great fight, but in my personal opinion, Hutchinson should have been the winner of this fight. Makes you even kind of wonder how it might have been judged if this fight had taken place in North Florida like Daytona or Jacksonville. But the judges stand by their decision. Chavez is the winner. The hometown crowd is happy. A happy crowd is a good crowd. But got to give mad props to Anderson Hutchinson. He fought a wonderful fight. And honestly, in order to make a great dance, you have to have a great dance partner. It takes 2 great fighters to make for a great fight. Both fighters fought their hearts out. Obviously, someone's got to go home unhappy. In this case, it's Anderson Hutchinson, but he has nothing to be ashamed of. I'm sure that when he goes back and looks at this fight, I'm sure he'll be quite in disagreement with how the judges scored this, but he'll still have to be somewhat proud of himself in the way he fought. And we'll have Jay Adams, doing the post-fight interview in a second. I have to take one final opportunity to give a major shout-out to all of our sponsors, the House of Fame crowd, the House of Fame staff. Thank you so much, especially to Paris.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Danny Chavez, and Danny, overcome with emotion, understandably so. This was easily your toughest test to date. This kid is a stud coming out of North Florida, never lost as an amateur, never lost as a pro. You knew this was going to be your toughest test, and that's exactly what it was, a razor-thin fight. Your thoughts on your performance here tonight?
Well, first thing, the guy was really tough. I didn't think he was this tough. He's really, really tough. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you guys told me not to curse. I totally forgot about that. Oh, I just got to say, man, I've been out for 2 years. That's why I got a little emotional. I've been in this game for a long time, and, a couple of personal reasons and injuries took me out of the game for a while. But, I wanted to see, this fight was really important to me because I wanted to see if I could be back in the game, especially to a guy at caliber as him, never, like you said, undefeated, with a lot of confidence. Came out fighting 4 times last year and won them all. Great fighter, he knocked my piece out of my mouth at one point. First things first, I want to thank my coaches, Cesar Carneiro, Daniel Valverde and my whole teammates. I don't want to say names who helped me out because the whole team deserves credit. I want to dedicate this fight to my cousin John. He couldn't be here. He was always a really good supporter. He supports me a lot, but for personal reasons, he couldn't be here. And like I said, it was a very emotional fight for me for one reason only. It's just I've been gone for a long time, but I'm back, and I'll be back again.
I know you got your people here, your country here. You're the Colombian warrior. What do you want to say to your people?
Thank you guys. You know I love you, all of you. I love you, man. Thank you for supporting. You know, what else can I say, man? I got mad love for everybody that supports me. Thank you.
Danny the Colombian warrior Chavez! Hawk, we literally have a minute to wrap this up, so all I'm going to do is ask you for your favorite fight.
Oh, without a doubt, Hudson Parsons. 2-0, 2 submissions, both fights. This kid is definitely the prodigy. I cannot wait to see where his career is going.
I got to go with the knockout. I am a fan of the knockout, so I'm going to go with Highlander Cubita Rodriguez with the big KO tonight. It was a great night of fights, 10 amazing fights from Miami. I want to thank my partner, Hawk Younkins. I'm Jay Adams saying we'll see you next time on the United Fight Alliance Network.
Team Jayhawk.